This is Bruce Friedman of Adult Site Broker, and welcome to Adult Site Broker Talk, where each week we interview one of the movers and shakers of the adult industry, and we give you a tip on buying and selling websites. This week we'll be speaking with Jason Maskell of Lifestyle.money. Adult Site Broker is proud to announce the launch of our new website at adultsitebroker.com. We've added some enhancements to the site, such as FAQs and a complete new platform. The look and feel of the new site are nice and up to date. The new site also has links to our marketplace and affiliate program. Plus, don't forget ASB Marketplace, the first platform where you can buy and sell adult sites and domains for free. ASB Marketplace allows buyers and sellers the chance to come together on properties that are valued below our company's minimum of $50,000. Don't pay for other marketplaces when ASB Marketplace gives you this service for free. Visit asbmarketplace.com and sign up as a seller or a buyer today. And of course, there's ASB Cash, the first affiliate program for an adult website brokerage where you can earn as much as 20% of our broker commission referring sellers and buyers to us at Adult Site Broker. Check out asbcash.com for more details and to sign up. Now let's feature our property of the week that's for sale at Adult Site Broker. We're proud to offer for sale a growing and stable European tube network. The sites went online over 10 years ago, and the traffic has grown every year. All of the traffic is from SEO. Nothing has been purchased. This is a great opportunity for a potential buyer to add to the traffic immediately. Because of the high quality of the content targeted to the German and Italian languages, Google has placed the websites in good search positions. There are over 600,000 hosted videos. Around 400,000 of them are uniquely titled. There are also about 6 months of videos already translated and ready to upload, so the new owner will have an easy transition. This is an opportunity for the buyer to get stable traffic and easily grow if they put some effort into new SEO techniques, and also buy traffic. Only $595,000. Now time for this week's interview. My guest today on Adult Site Broker Talk is Jason Maskell of Lifestyle.money. Jason, thanks for being with us today on Adult Site Broker Talk.
Good morning, Bruce. How are you? Thank you very much for having me on again.
It's a pleasure, and I'm doing great. Now, with over 20 years in the adult industry, Jason has worked in a number of areas. His companies currently work in the financial services sector, media, sex tech, cannabis, and more. His latest project, which we're going to be talking about today, is Lifestyle.money. So, Jason, tell me about yourself. Tell the listeners briefly about your employment and professional history.
Well, as you say, Bruce, I've been in the adult sector for 20 plus, 22, 23 years now. I got into it by accident. I think a lot of people in this sector do seem to sort of just fall into it by mistake.
True.
I came to it on the production side as a makeup artist, then model agency, got into then co-producing and working on sets and working on productions more. Then went more, sort of fell back into my business, which was my business skills and sales and marketing before I got into adult. Because that was sort of just a big, I'm bored doing this, let's change, let's train as a makeup artist, do something totally different.
Sure.
So then I did more consultancy, working on things, worked then for Harmony in the UK as their sales and marketing, took them as a global brand, pushed out their products a bit further. We then parted ways after 2 and a bit years. And I did more consultancy, and I was looking then into what could really help the business, and we were looking at projects I could do that would really take the industry forward. So I looked more at the financial services side, and we started off with looking at sort of crowdfunding, and Lifestyle Money's all really come out of there.
Yeah. So let's talk a bit about Lifestyle.money, your new digital wallet. How did it begin?
It really came about because I was looking at crowdfunding as an option, and we were bringing out a platform which was going to be rewards and equity based. And we brought out the beta version in rewards and was looking at that, and it was getting some interest in the adult sector as an adult industry crowdfunding platform. We then wanted to move to equity, and that's where we needed to have regulation to raise larger amounts of money and to promote those equity crowdfunding platforms. And that's
Sure.
where the problems came. We found that the companies we needed to work with to get the regulation in place didn't want to work with us because of the sectors. And that really put my nose out. And so I wanted to look at ways we could improve on things. And
Sure.
then we realised if we did get the regulation in place and then raise, hundreds or millions of dollars and pounds worth of investment, the banks weren't going to take it.
Yeah.
They're closing down accounts all the time now. It seems of people in the sector. So we took a step back and we said, right, let's look at a banking solution that can really take the industry forward, and that's where it has come from.
Okay. So, what are the obstacles you've found in a little more detail that affect businesses in our sector?
Well, the first one is the banks and financial services call it their reputational risk, and they don't want to deal with you.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're finding that you just work in the adult sector, they will then just go, well, we don't want you as a customer. We're going to close your bank down. It's the extremely high charges. It's the high charges, the lack of real support that's been the problems I think this industry has, which has stopped it getting the proper investment it needs into it, and people being able to manage their businesses professionally and their financial side of their businesses professionally, which needs to change.
Sure. Sure. Now, what were your thought processes to overcome these challenges?
Well, what we had to do is really look back at the problems that are there, and what can be done to overcome some of these problems that these companies have in dealing with the adult services. And the first thing we did was look at how it can be done, the technology side of things. So we've gone out there and we partnered with a company that offers full banking, merchant, transactional payment services. So it
Mm-hmm.
can really, we can offer the industry what it can't get safely and securely at the moment.
Sounded like for a second you were doing a rap song there
Oh,
with the
sorry. Yeah, I'm not sure what
scratching
that
there.
was.
So, how does the digital wallet work?
Okay, so the digital wallet is a closed blockchain ledger community, similar to the architecture of Bitcoin. So every
Mm-hmm.
transaction is signed off by the community. Therefore, it's 100% traceable and secure. So
Wow.
that's the technology crux of it. The
Mm-hmm.
way it works is the wallet holds the top G10 fiat currencies. So your dollars, your pounds, your euros, your Japanese yen, your kronas, Australian dollars, Canadian dollars. It holds all these in place. It can
Okay.
also hold cryptos. It can also hold commodities such as platinum, gold, silver, oil, gas, stocks and shares, and a few other assets can be held
Hmm.
within the wallet. What we do is people can upload their fiat, their crypto, deliver their gold, for instance, into the wallet. We then transfer that into a digital version called the digital. That digital is then used either online, in store, or in person to do the transactions in the
Mm-hmm.
background. So that's just the digital working mechanism of it. And it works the same as any other payment system. So you log on, you scan a QR code. It asks you if you want to then join. If you're say going to join a website, you scan the QR code. It pings back to your app wallet and says, "Do you want to pay $29.99 for this website?" You log in, you say yes, you get access. We do 65,000 transactions a second.
Jeez, that's crazy. And that's all through the blockchain.
It's all through the blockchain, so everything's traceable, everything's safe, everything's secure. Yes,
Okay.
it's all kept in our own blockchain.
Okay. What if I want to take cash out?
You just transfer it straight back out to your linked bank account.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you link your bank account to the wallet to upload funds into it, and you can transfer out. We also have a debit card being
Hmm.
coming working online with it, so you can actually then go into your local Starbucks or supermarket and actually just use that prepaid debit card to actually spend as normal. Or you can then transfer digital wallet to digital wallet if you need to make a payment to someone else in the industry.
That's awesome. Now, who would be your primary target customers for this?
Everyone in the adult sector, the cannabis sector, that's had enough of being charged too high rates, not having the support, and want to offer more flexible payment solutions to their customers.
Sure,
So
sure.
what we're saying to everyone is, we're not looking to take over from your current billing, not straight away, but we're an additional service. We're the new additional service that you can open up. Your payments can pay you in crypto. They can pay you in gold. They can pay you in any range of fiat currencies. And we'll offer you a much better merchant rate than you're current paying. We also offer better payment rates for any outgoing payment solutions you need to make.
Okay.
So we're that flexible solution that is really open to everyone that want to offer a new, more flexible service to their customers.
Now, another thing that's obviously come into play lately, more and more, if you can read between the lines, it looks like credit cards in the adult industry, eventually Visa and MasterCard are going to pull out and not offer credit cards to adult. I know they haven't said that. They almost don't have to because they keep tightening the screws on us. Ding. How how does your solution help merchants with that kind of thing?
The biggest thing is because we're a closed community, you're not using your credit card. You can use your credit card if you want to load your wallet. You can load your money direct from your bank account.
Hmm.
Um, but once you've got your money in your digital wallet, what you do with it is down to yourself, and no one gets to see what you're doing with it.
Hmm.
So if you put $100 from your credit card onto your wallet, your credit card company don't know if you're going to look at adult, if you're going to buy some cannabis products, if you're going to go into Starbucks and buy cups of coffee.
That's a lot of
None of it.
coffee.
There's a lot of coffee where you could
That's
be
it.
very
I mean, at
thirsty.
Starbucks, that's got to be at least 5 cups.
Exactly. So they have no, so they can't say, oh, we don't want you to be watching that and logging onto that site because we don't agree with it anymore. They don't have a say. It's how you put your money into your wallet. And because we're a closed community, you can use and go wherever you want. And we deal with all legal adult businesses.
And what about from the merchant side?
We offer better rates, and we can offer better
Sure.
rates than the current ones because we have our own private bank back in the wallet. So not many people realise that when there's a merchant, you've got the credit card company, you've got the merchant, you've got the bank, you've got lots and lots of people in that line who are all taking a little cut of that merchant fee. So they're
Right.
all taking a percentage of it. We've literally taken all of those extra people out of the merchant fee. It's our bank and it's us. So because of that, we pass those savings on to our clients so we can bring the merchant rates down.
That's awesome. And obviously, it makes it easier for the merchant to sell to the customers.
Yes, yeah, we literally have a simple API that you put into your website to have the option on there. Um, because we can offer merchant rates, we're talking to clients at the moment and saying, why not offer a reduction if someone uses the lifestyle digital wallet to pay? They get a
Sure.
bonus because we want to carry on passing those savings down to the end customer. We're also bringing in other features. So we're going to be having a loyalty card for the companies that want to join that. So their customers can actually start building up points and then spend it with those within the network of the digital wallet. Within
Yeah.
the wallet also, we have a built-in marketing platform. So everyone that actually accepts the digital wallet will be listed within the wallet. So when companies are in there, they can actually search through and find where they can actually use their digital wallet. So we're giving as much support as possible to help promote this as a new flexible payment option.
That's awesome. So, what's the basic functionality of the wallet?
The wallet basically holds assets for the owner.
Hmm.
These, and then these assets can be held in all forms. So they can hold their dollars, they can hold their pounds, they can hold their euros, as we said earlier. They can also then, if they're traveling, they can just transfer which ones they want to spend from. So again, they've got cheap FX rates. It's great for those who people are traveling, either customers or businesses that need to travel or spend over different territories. It holds Bitcoin, Stellar, and Litecoin at the moment, and we're adding new cryptos into it. You've got the physical commodities such as gold and oil, and we have our own vault, so people can deliver their own precious metals to us, and it's held in our own vault. You then got stock indexes, the FT 100 and S&P 500 that people can hold within the wallet, and then they can transact with any of those they want to, as we said, online, in store, or in person.
That's great. Um, what current services can the digital wallet replace that people in our industry currently use?
The first one is, this is, as I said earlier, we're not looking to replace anything from day one, but we're looking to be an additional service, an additional merchant service. So we can be that payment solution is the first one. We can then do payments. So you can then do, if you are, we know there's lots of content creators out there and they're now working on multiple platforms. The fees some of these platforms get charged by their banks to pay their content creators, again, it's horrendous. So we can be a lower payment option for that, and again, a faster, where some platforms have to have minimum spends. You don't have to do that with us. You could do payments, split payments, as when a customer pays, we can split it to make sure everyone who is meant to receive that money is paid straight away. You can preset it to do payments at Friday at 11 o'clock, and it will automatically do that. We've got, say, low FX rate. So if you're buying sex toys in China and you need to pay them, you can get low FX rates.
Wow. So, what parts of our industry do you think can be helped by the digital wallet, and how can it help each of those groups?
Well, I mean, if we break down some of the areas, so the first area, say, is the porn sector, is the adult services side of it. So
Mm-hmm.
on the porn side of it, on those member sites, it's going to be great because the end user has got the anonymity. They're anonymous, so
Yeah.
their banks are not going to know what they're doing. So that's a great bonus for them. Also, a big one for that side of the sector is we've got building KYC. You're going to know your customers are over the legal age, so they can be spending their money on
Oh,
your
that's great.
site safely.
So what you're
From the
saying is
content promo,
this whole controversy with age verification, this could solve that.
this can actually be a major part of actually bringing age verification in a safe, secure way. Yeah, because with the wallet, you have to be age verified. You have to do full banking KYC, so we know who everyone is. The great thing for some of the platforms that have content performers on it, they have to do KYC as well, so you can ensure
Yeah.
that anyone who's loading content onto your site, they're the legal age to do it as well. So we're supporting businesses in the adult sector that way.
Hmm.
Then you've got the sex tech and sex toys. Again, anyone who's operating online or in store, we've got an easy payment solution there for them.
Hmm.
Which can, some people are just embarrassed of going into a sex shop or
Yeah.
ordering off from a sex toy online. Again, we get rid of the whole embarrassment side of things. Um, and then for the content creators themselves, if they want to then sell their additional services, panties and pictures and clips and everything else they want to sell, they sell direct at the moment. At the moment, they're hindered by, if they try and use PayPal, they get caught, they get shut down, they lose their
Yeah.
money, and they have to give their real name and address or their real name. So,
Yeah.
which is not great. The banks don't really like, setting them up a bank account in their trading name, should we say, their performer's name.
No.
So with us, we would give them a small business account, so there can be a sole trader, so they can have an account linked into their business name. So
Hmm.
then, if they're selling pictures and clips and panties and etc., they can just give out their work email address, which is linked to their wallet, their business wallet, and their fans can pay them direct into that. They can then transfer that money into their personal wallet if they need to then go and say, "Hey, I need to pay my mum some money."
Hmm.
They can put it into their personal wallet and just pay people that way.
And I would imagine also this could be big for, say, well, for instance, what about campsites that want to pay their models,
Yeah, yeah. I
and
mean,
the clip sites that want to pay their models?
yeah, I mean, as I was sort of saying, there's the way we can set it up with things like split payments. If it's a cam site where the person earns money from every clip or something like that, if the site wants to split that payment on at time of transaction, we can do that. So they can have multiple micro payments going in on every transaction. So the
Wow.
performer doesn't have to wait every week and hit $100 or $50 or even $20 to
Hmm.
request a payment. We can set it up so it's done at every transaction. So they could be earning
Jeez.
money while they're sleeping, every transaction coming in from every clip they're selling. If that's something the platforms and the content creators want, because this is a digital product, we have so much flexibility. So we can, and what we do is we work on a bespoke basis. We're not going to just say, this is what we do, there's your price, off you go, good luck. We say, what do you do? How do you run your business? How can we help you? How can we save you money? What tools do you need? Do we have them in our arsenal? Yes. Do you want them? And then we will bespoke the package and the service for every company. So everything can be different.
Wow. That's yeah, that is definitely an advantage. I mean, hey, it's a big deal now when models get paid daily. In this way, they could get paid instantly.
They can get paid instantly. I mean, we know that every platform has a different option. Some do weekly payments. Some, they put money into an internal wallet and then they can spend it on multiple performers, and that's
Hmm.
fine. We can't do a split payment on that model. That's understandable. But if someone has just buying from one performer, we can do split payments there and then straight away, and they get paid every transaction.
Hmm.
So that is a big one. But even we're already talking to a number of companies that do weekly payouts, um, and just from the feedback with them, we can see how much we can save them, how much easier it can be on transactions for them.
Hmm.
Just losing this minimum payment, I think, will help so many content creators.
Oh, absolutely. Now let's talk about the affiliate model. This I would think this would be an excellent way to pay affiliates.
This is actually perfect for affiliates. Again, the biggest thing is everything's locked in the blockchain. So every transaction is traceable, so we know exactly where everything's going. So we can see. So in affiliates, this will just sit comfortably within their model as a payment option. And again, it can do instant transactions, instant splits if they wanted that.
Hmm.
So no
Sure.
waiting monthly, no having to get you $50 or $100 or $200. It can be your micro payment is done there and then for you.
Now, this is something you came up with over a period of time. I know we've been talking for a while that you said you wanted to come up with a banking solution. Talk about the process from where you started to where it is today, where it's actually a reality, and give me the steps and talk about what you went through coming up with it, because I know it wasn't easy. You talk about it now like, hey, here it is, but you and I both know
Oh,
that this has been. You and I are friends, and we've been talking for a while. And you said, "God, I got to come up with a banking solution for this industry." And I know from your standpoint, it's the most sincere thing because you are frustrated along with everyone else, and I know it made the crowdfunding side virtually impossible, which this is
mhm.
obviously going to enable it and a lot of other things. And we'll talk about those things in a second. Um, what, talk about the process. Talk about from beginning to where you are today.
Yeah. The thing with me, Bruce, and I think you realise, is I'm an
Mhm.
arsehole. If someone says no to me, I'm like, right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to find a way.
You're like me.
Yeah, piss me off. I'm going to find a way.
Yeah.
And that was my thing with the crowdfunding. The crowdfunding is, oh, that's a great idea. That's amazing. No one's doing it in the adult sector. You'll be brilliant. Great. Can you work with us? No, reputational risk. I'm like, it's going to cost me 50K for your service for the year. Yeah, yeah, I can't take your money. You'll be great, but we can't take it. And it was that frustration that really got me riled up. So I then said, right, and then the realization that the banks wouldn't take the money if we had the equity side in place. So I started delving deep into financial services, looking at
Hmm.
options and do I go and just buy a bank off the shelf?
Hmm.
Well, I've even looked at buying a bank off the shelf.
Hmm.
That was one option. And then we looked at the way banks work and the banking solutions. We spoke to a couple of companies that do white label packages for banks. And
Hmm.
again, we were having the same problem is that's great. You'll be fantastic, but we don't know if we can work with you.
Hmm.
Here's 15-page document. Can you fill it out so we know we feel safe working with you?
Yes.
And this wasn't even coming from the area manager. This was going straight up to board level. This was being
Hmm.
thrown up at the board level at some of these companies. And
Wow.
the boards were coming back and going, tell us more. We like it, but we really, really need to double check and triple check and quadruple check and
Hmm.
just make sure that we're okay. And I'm like, yeah, but you're using it.
Hmm.
So the biggest thing was frustration for me. And then
Yeah.
we started looking at different platforms and realized the technology we needed. And worked with, we found and we've then worked with our partners to develop this package and develop this wallet. Um, and the important thing about it for me was this has its private bank, so we're
Hmm.
safe, we're secure. It's blockchain, so we've got transactions. Every wallet is audited every quarter to confirm what's in the wallet is being held in the bank. So everything is safe, secure. We've got full open transactions on everything,
Hmm.
so everyone can see what's going.
Right.
But there's also having services that I could hold my head up high and go, yeah, we'll work with the adult industry. I have no qualms about this. This is who I work with, and not have
Sure.
any embarrassment about it. And with this technology and the way this seamlessly works, it's really, it's been a lot of hard work, a lot of headaches, um, a lot of research into finding the right way, and also because there's so much banking regulation and
Hmm.
legalities that we have to make sure are 100% right.
Yeah.
Um, and because it's set up as a private community, the digital version of everyone's money cannot be bought and sold. It can't go on Coinbase or anyone like that. It's not like a token like Bitcoin. It
Hmm.
cannot be passed around. It's held within the private community and it's used as a digital form to make the transactions, and we do all the hard work in the background.
Hmm.
Um,
So unlike other banks, the money's never invested anywhere else.
the money's never invested. It
Oh,
doesn't go anywhere. It's
that's
never
huge.
invested.
That's
Yeah, I mean, a
huge.
bank will take your money and then lend it out 10 times.
Yeah.
So the banks don't have money. Or they don't have your money. They don't have anyone's money. They're lending it around to everyone and hoping everyone
Paper
pays them
money.
back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, with us, your money's put in the bank and it's kept there. And every
Hmm.
quarter, we do you a report that says you've got X amount in your wallet in digital version, your tangible version that the banks know is sitting in our bank and it's still there. And you spent X amount of it, so you've got X amount left.
Hmm.
So,
Novel, novel idea. The banks don't lend out your money.
banks don't
Crazy.
lend that money. No, I mean we are looking, and one thing we are going to be doing again from our background in the crowdfunding is bringing investment into it. So we've got escrow
Mhm.
built into the digital wallet already. Um, so we're going to be looking at investment platforms within the wallet. So when people are in there, they can do one click and they can load money into either an investment fund or individual
Hmm.
projects. So that will be stage two of the wallet as well.
Nice. But it will be their choice that they go into investment fund as part of the wallet.
Yes, yes, yes. They physically have to pick on it and do it, and we're looking at which is going to be the best option, either crowdfunding our individual projects, or we're looking at maybe having investment funds for different sectors. So we have a porn one, a sex tech one, a cannabis one. We've already got an art club, an art coin,
Hmm.
where people can put money into the art coin. The wallet goes out, it buys art, keeps the art secure. When the art goes up, it gets sold. Everyone who's part of that coin would then benefits from it.
That sounds a lot more secure than porn, if you ask me. I think I'd be much more likely to go for that.
Yeah, yeah. Now we're looking at the different options. So I mean, on the adult side, it would be, say, an investment fund we're looking at, and which is again just
Hmm.
looking at the right regulations, so everything's safe and secure, and
Yeah, yeah.
everyone knows what they're doing. Where the fund and people who are in the fund would decide on what projects to invest in.
It's interesting because it was a topic today on xbiz.net that I was looking at, and I think you more than likely saw it too. As we record this on October 21st, by the way, we'll be running it fairly soon, as I promised Jason it would, um, because he's promoting this now. And the question was, why do banks hate us? So I think you're a great person to ask about this. Now, I know my opinion, and I stated it in there. What do you think?
Well, funny enough, Bruce, I saw that this morning. Oh, yeah, I'm in the UK, so it's my
I'm
morning
sure you
here.
did. I'm sure
Yeah,
you
so
did.
and I've actually I replied to that one this morning as well.
Ah,
Um, I mean, I've had problems with the banks. I've had a couple of issues with banks. One was, I'm not going to name them. I went to my bank many years ago for a small overdraft. They said, no, we can't give it to you because who you are. I went, that's funny, because yesterday I was in one of my clients who banks with you, who has a huge overdraft with you, and we're in the same sector. So can you put that in writing to me and tell me why? And they went, oh,
oh
yeah,
no.
okay, you can have your overdraft. Yeah, so they gave it to me. So then they were a bit
Funny.
more. I've also dealt with banks more recently
Hmm.
where the local business manager knew what I did, was happy with it, and then I received a payment in from a client for some work I was doing, helping them distribute some product. Again, all R18, all totally legal in the UK, but because
Hmm.
they named the product on the invoice, it got
Oh
flagged up by head
no.
office, and head office then looked into it and went, "We don't want you as a customer,"
Of course.
and gave me 3 months to get out. Um, you've just had NatWest in the UK being caught laundering millions and millions and
They're
millions
they're the
of
biggest
money.
they're the biggest crooks. Let's face it.
They are the biggest risk. Yeah, they all fall under this reputational risk. Oh, it's bad for a reputation. Laundering drug money, that's fine because that's
Oh
another
yeah.
department. We get
Oh
slapped
yeah.
on the wrist, we pay our fines, and that doesn't
Hmm.
affect our reputation. Well, it does, but people just don't have much choice to actually who can they move to for their banking services.
Sure.
Um, so yes, we're coming out as an adult and cannabis friendly service, but I am also going to go after small businesses, companies that
Mhm.
just want a better service and a
Yeah,
better
yeah.
rates.
I get it. My answer to that, I don't know if you saw it, was it's because it's the way they've always done it.
Yeah, they've got away with it for so long, they just think they can carry on, and they do.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, and they
Yeah,
will. And in the end, it's not going to hurt them that much. I mean, what you do is compared to them is small. It's going to be
yeah.
big. I'm sure it'll be big, knowing how much work you put into it and knowing the solution you've got. But they can. The adult industry is small to them.
It is. I mean, we know the sort of the global adult sector is the numbers pandied around go from millions to billions and up and
Sure.
down and all that. And if the credit card companies don't want that, hey, I would quite happily take $20 billion a year in
Oh yeah.
payments.
Yeah, you
I
will.
don't have a problem with that.
I didn't think you would. And so how are you able to find a private bank to take this? I'm just kind of curious.
Uh, Basically, our partner that has the technology for the digital wallet, they created their own private bank to this. This is say it's not just been one product. This has been thought out as a huge um, master plan, should we say, that
Hmm.
to have the wallet so it works the way it works and works correctly, it needs to have its own private bank. So everything
Hmm.
was created together. Also, the good thing is because we have our own sort of private bank within the wallet, we can offer traditional bank accounts to those in the adult sector as well.
No, and so you can offer traditional bank accounts besides the wallet.
Yes, yes. I mean,
Oh,
some companies are going to
well, that
want
I
to
didn't understand.
transfer.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, so some companies are going to want to transfer their money out to their normal bank account in some cases,
Sign me up.
which is not a problem. But what we're saying is, why not have the bank that's actually connected to the wallet? So
Yeah.
it makes it even smoother. And again,
Yeah.
you've got even more security knowing that No one's going to be asking you some embarrassing questions every year when they do a audit of your account.
Yeah. Yeah. I
So
get it.
we're bringing those out as well. So
Hmm.
that facility can be offered to those in the industry.
So this bank was designed for this type of thing in mind.
It's yes. It's literally it
Hmm.
works hand in hand with the digital wallet.
Hmm.
We have to take the money into the wallet, and we have the digital version of the money and the digital wallet version of the gold with the digital. But we need to put the money somewhere. So we need to hold it, and so we wanted to hold it safely and securely, and make sure it wasn't lent out and
Yeah.
borrowed by the bank. The easiest answer was from our partners is we need to have our own bank. So then
Yeah.
then we can secure it, and we know it's safe, it's regulated, it's secured. Everything will then, when we do the quarterly audits, it's easier because we can literally say wallets on one hand, the banks on the other, and we have the audit in the middle checking them both, and
Hmm.
then again delivering that report back to the wallet, and it's in the blockchain for everyone to see.
That's fantastic. That's great. So you mentioned investments and
Yes.
crowdfunding. Are there? Oh, we got a nice little electric storm here, as you could hear.
Oh.
What other? And my dog hates that, so he's now under my desk. So, what other byproducts will come out of the digital wallet?
We're going to have the loyalty card. Sorry, my mind went blank there for a second. Yeah,
Uh
so we're
huh.
going to look to have the loyalty card for companies to join up, so their customers can start earning points and then spend them within the wallet. So that's something we want to do. Um, you've got low FX rates, so for making your payments quick and easy and cheap. It also has
Nice.
built-in gift cards, so you can actually, so someone can actually send someone a gift card within the wallet, so they can, you want to send a performer a gift card, you can send her a gift card as a birthday present. So we've got things like that already built into it.
Cool.
Um, the inbuilt marketing, I think that's huge because Visa and Mastercard don't give you any help and support of where you can
No,
spend your card. But
absolutely.
really, what you want to sort of say, hey, it's just, I think the biggest thing is it's giving choice. Customers can pay you in whatever they have in their wallet. They have
Sure.
pounds, they have dollars, they have euros, they have Japanese yen, they have gold, they have platinum, they have gold Britannias, they have stocks and shares. If they don't have enough cash, physical cash, and they want to spend some of their stocks and shares, they can transfer it over and pay and transfer that into a way to make a payment for you. They want to pay in crypto. It's a nightmare for customers to take crypto in the UK, in the adult sector at the moment.
Hmm.
Here, it's quick and easy.
That's the key in adult. So, tell me how to get the wallet.
Right, it's going to be in the app stores, so Google Play and Apple App Stores. So the quickest and easiest way is to go straight to lifestyle.money, where you can find out more about the site, more about the wallet, and there'll be links there. You click on the links, it'll take you straight to whatever app store you need, and then you can quickly download it. You either pick personal or merchant account. Again, some people will have both. So you fill your details in, confirm your email address, and load your first lot of money in there, and you're ready to go. And then you
Fabulous.
complete your
Fabulous.
KYC.
And I'll add that once we run this, it will be available in those app stores. So, um,
Yes.
well, hey, Jason, I'd like to thank you again for being our guest on Adult Site Broker Talk. And I'm looking forward to an update once we've been down the road a little bit with this wallet.
Bruce, thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. My broker tip today is part 6 of what to do to make your site more valuable for when you decide to sell it later. Here's more information on what to give a potential buyer. How well has your content been protected from piracy, and what steps have you taken to protect your content? Are you using a piracy takedown or monitoring service? These are important facts to know. What promotional tools do you offer to your affiliates? The more tools you offer, the more successful your affiliates will be. What is your traffic breakdown by country? Tier 1 countries like the USA, Canada, the UK, Germany, and Australia are the most preferred. Add in anything else that will add value to the sale of your property that you can think of, such as what custom scripts do you use, what content management system software is on your site. Do you use billing or affiliate software like Nats? What is your retention rate? How you retain your members is of the utmost importance. How many joins and rebills do you have per day? Do you buy advertising, and if so, what kind? Can your content make more money in the DVD or VOD markets, or have you already taken advantage of this opportunity? How much did you spend to produce or buy the content that's on your site? What do you believe the content is worth now? What's special or different about your site? How is it unique? Make sure and include a list of all the websites you're selling in addition to any domains that come along with the sale. Is there anything that adds value to the sale? Provide them with any additional information upon request. Before giving a buyer any information, have them sign a non-disclosure agreement. If you use a broker, the NDA will be provided for you. Good brokers like, maybe Adult Site Broker, have a large resource of potential buyers that are looking for properties just like yours. And they know how to deal with potential buyers. They'll also negotiate the terms of the sale, such as price and any payment terms. Before closing the sale, find a good escrow service to make sure that both the buyer and the seller are protected. We have those resources, of course. We'll talk about this subject more next week. And next week, we'll be speaking with porn superstar Nick Manning. You don't want to miss that. And that's it for this week's Adult Site Broker Talk. I'd once again like to thank my guest, Jason Maskell of Lifestyle.Money. Talk to you again next week on Adult Site Broker Talk. I'm Bruce Friedman.